Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So recently I've been getting the same message from different Facebook posts, different preachings and different people, and you know when you keep hearing the same thing, it kind of solidifies whatever it is that God is trying to tell you. And so that message was, when you're going through difficult times, pray for a change of attitude instead of praying for the situation to change. So I kind of wanted to share that topic with you because maybe some of you guys are going through difficult and testing times right now, and what you really need to do is to pray for God to change the way you approach that situation. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So because I'm now living in university, I've recently been searching for new churches, and just this Sunday I went to a brand new church that I haven't been to before. The preaching was about singing through difficult times. He was talking about this woman who basically was barren, which means she couldn't have children, and also she wasn't married. Back in those days, to be in this situation was something that was kind of very negative and nobody really wanted to be in that position. And there was a prophet, and the prophet came to her and basically told her to sing in her situation. And that basically means is that even though you're going through a testing time, rejoice. I could kind of relate to this message because now that I'm in university, I'm in a brand new situation. I'm completely, like when I tell you guys the complete independence of university, like I don't think you'll understand until you're ever there. But I'm completely independent in this new place. I barely know people, and you know, for some people that could be something that they struggle with and they struggle to come to terms with. While I've been here, there's been moments where I've been kind of talking to God, and I'd say to God, you know what, I'm kind of over this place, like I just want to be home. And it wasn't that I was homesick, but I was just in a situation that kind of, I wasn't uncomfortable as such, but it was just too new for me and I didn't feel like I was adjusting properly. So I believe this message of changing your attitude came to me at the right time, because it was kind of saying that, Tracy, now you're in a place where this situation isn't going to change. The fact that you're in university isn't going to change, because they do say that, you know, God doesn't put you in situations that he doesn't think you can handle. And so God didn't bring me to university if he didn't think that I could handle it. It's been really important that I pray and I say to God, you know what, God, I'm in a place where I'm forced to socialize with people. I'm forced to be out of my comfort zone. I'm forced to constantly work when I don't really want to. And so what I really need to pray about is that God gives me the strength to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to go too deep into this idea, but in biology we have this thing called adaptation. And adaptation basically is when animals are in a change of environment, or a species is in a change of environment, and basically those who are better adapted survive, and they go on to like reproduce and blah 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 blah. And that's because they have the features that best help them to survive in the environment that I'm in. And so I kind of thought about that with myself. I thought, you know what, the only way that I'm going to survive at university is if my features or my personality or the thoughts that I have are best adapted to that situation. I'm now in a place where I need to start changing myself. Not drastically, but I need to start changing my thoughts and thinking, Tracy, you know, you can do this, you know, and God is going to bring you through it, and there is something that God is trying to teach me from this. And so I can't pray for the situation to change. I have to pray for me to change, and that's the only way that I'm going to grow and be able to adapt and survive and thrive in other environments. University is not for the rest of my life, and I think that's also something we need to understand about difficult situations that we're in, is that it's not for the rest of our life. University is something that has been very eye-opening. It's teaching me so much about myself and the kind of places that I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with. For me, it's been about coming out of my comfort zone, and so I want to encourage you guys to come out of your comfort zone. You know, don't pray to God, God change the situation, because otherwise you're never gonna grow, you're never gonna adapt if you just pray for God to change the situation. And at the end of the day, if I'm really honest, like if that is where God destined you to be, he's not gonna do it. Even in the Bible it says, do not be conformed to the ways of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. It doesn't say be transformed by the renewal of the situation. And so again, what I'm trying to say is that it's important that we pray that God changes us on the inside so that we're better equipped to handle the outside. There was also something else that the preacher said that really stood out to me, and he said, we are not fighting a battle of blood and flesh, but of spirits and principalities. The struggles that we have are not based on the physical things. We're fighting with inner things within us. We're fighting with the negative thoughts that we have. We're fighting with depression that we have, and you know, those are all in our thoughts, and those are all things that the devil tries to say to us, to kind of say that we can't handle life, that God isn't with us. So just as I end this video, I kind of wanted to leave you with one big message, is that if God brought you to it, he'll bring you through it. So, you know, pray that God gives you the strength to be able to go through whatever it is you're going through right now. You know, try to sing through your struggle, even if you don't want to sing, until your song becomes natural. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I wanted to talk about procrastinating on God, and I wanted to touch on how we do it and how it might impact your life. So with that being said, let's get started with the video.